guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk a little bit about the output select here today. So if we press the menu button out here on the right, it will take you into the first menu here, which is called output. If we press enter and go into that, you'll see if we start from the very beginning, we have JC120, small amp, combo amp, stack amp, JC120 return, combo return, stack return, and line phones. The JC120, small amp, combo amp, and stack amp. These are output selects for when you're just plugging the GT-1 into the front input of your amplifier. And this is for use with the GT-1's effects only. So in this case, if you select any of those four, you would always have to turn off the GT-1's onboard preamp, because you're using your combo or stack amp as your main preamp for your EQs and your sounds. If we move along here, you can see we have JC120 return, combo return, and stack return. And the return corresponds to if you're connecting your output from the GT1 into your effects loop return on your amplifier. This specifies whether or not it's a combo amp or a stack amp, or if you're running it through the effects loop on the JC120. And this is only taking the GT1 output and running it into the effects loop return. You're not connecting the GT1 to the effects loop send and return. This is only for the return. And this will allow you to basically bypass your preamp section, which will disable a lot of its knobs on the front. So anything like overdrive or gain, treble, bass. And this will allow you, when it says return, if you set it up like that or connected it like that, it will allow you to bypass your preamp and use its speaker, also known as power amp section, to output the sound. And in this case, you can actually use the GT1's onboard preamp. In some cases, you might have to go in and turn off the speaker selection within the preamp section, but that is generally up to you. You can try doing it on off and see whether or not you like the sound with it or without it. If, as mentioned, you want to connect the GT1 to both the send and return on your amp's effects loop, you will only really benefit from this by using the modulation or time-based effects like chorus, flanger, phaser, delay, and reverb. Because when you place multi-effects in the effects loop, you are ensuring the correct order or placement for effects like modulation, time-based, and reverb effects. So you would not really get any good results using the preamp or the overdrives or anything between that. So that is another option. The last option here is called line phones, which is if you connect your headphones to the headphone jack up here. And the line connections would be if you connect it to your computer via USB, or if you connect it to a mixer or a PA system. And in both cases, you would have to activate the GT1's preamp and speaker sections. And when doing so, you have free utility to use all of the effects: overdrive, distortions, compression, time-based, and modulation effects. And this is a handy way to use it if you're traveling or gigging and you don't have a lot of space on stage and you just want to plug directly into the PA and let the sound guy do the rest from there, and you can stand on stage and tweak the rest of your sounds here. So line phones is for that. And I would highly stress that getting the output select right is key and very important, because you might get away with getting good sounds, but if you haven't had the GT-1 set up properly and correctly, starting with the output select, because this lets the GT-1 know what it's being plugged into, and it will help it to understand that and provide you with the best and optimal sound. So make sure to get the output select right. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back soon with other videos. In the meantime, if you have questions or requests, please let me know in the box down below, and make sure to watch some of my other tutorials. I will link them in the description below. And until next time, I will see you guys.